Hello, lovelies. So, I've been going through it the last couple of days. And I wanted to talk about it because maybe you've been feeling it too. If you saw my last reading about the energy update and how there's like a lot going on, a lot of connections are finding themselves, even myself, in another sort of separation. Now, we all know that separations are necessary, and there are times of great healing and deep healing. And usually it's when something's taking too long, say, to align, or someone is fighting their healing, or one of the counterparts is missing the lesson. That's when these pauses are put on the progress, right? Doesn't mean that every separation that you go through doesn't hurt or doesn't trigger feelings or whatever. But in order to make them useful, we have to really key into the things that are triggered because of it. And for me, and if this resonates, take it. If it doesn't, maybe it's not the same energy, but I came across a post the last couple of days. I've been very much in my feels, very prickly the last, since the new year. Not knowing where this mood came from. And then some things came up yesterday that kind of really struck me into my feels and made me realize that I am again in separation. So I came across this post and this quote. It says, "To become consciously aware of subconscious perceptions that cause the effect of unwanted patterns in your reality." Now we know that on this journey, journey to self, this becoming whole again and all of that, we have to heal very deeply, right? We have to bring things up from our subconscious that are blocking us, that are preventing us from moving forward, make them conscious so that we can address them and heal them. So the patterns that were brought up for me pertain to abandonment, feelings of not being enough, feelings of thinking there's something wrong with me, that I cannot manifest this divine love, that I can't, get this person to understand and believe their feelings for me. Then it comes down to maybe I'm just not meant to be loved. Maybe I'm destined to be alone. So all of these feelings, all of these things are coming up for me to process and to really figure out, because you can't go into a healthy relationship and have these illogical fears. Okay. So I know on a certain level that all of these things are illogical fears, that these are things that my PTSD from my past, that, patterns that have repeated itself from the past. These are places where I have weakness that need to heal and I need to strengthen. So I dug a little deeper and tried to figure out, how do I heal this? I know that this abandonment wound comes from an inner child place where maybe I wasn't shown a whole lot of affection as a child. I wasn't validated. I wasn't shown, a lot. I was always the strongest, the oldest, the one that always had her shit together. So I never really got paid that much attention to. She's got this. She's fine on her own. Like, we need to wrap ourselves around the weakest link, if you will. Abandonment, again, comes up in my relationship with my narcissist, where he would use that and say, I'm going to leave you. I'm taking the kids. I'm going to leave you alone. You're going to be alone forever. No one's ever going to love you. All of that comes up. Something wrong with me. These are, childhood wounds again, being bullied, that there's something different about you, that you just don't fit in. You don't conform to the norm. You're always like marching to the tune of your own drum. These are not bad things, But social constructs and the way people look at them, they make you feel like it's something bad, right? So again, these are things that need to be healed. So when we bring things up from our subconscious into our conscious, yes, it's uncomfortable and it hurts. And you want to break down and cry. You want to curl up in a ball. You want to, whatever you've used in the past to get through these feelings, to hide from these feelings. Sooner or later, you have to address them. So how do we do that? The abandonment moon, we have to, first of all, acknowledge that it's illogical, that people don't abandon you, right? Then take a look at where in your life have you abandoned yourself. Maybe you've abandoned your healing. Maybe you've, you don't try as hard anymore for yourself, for the things that make you happy. So, coming from a place of gratitude, staying grounded, doing your work, all of these things kind of get your mind back out of that triggered feeling. Not being enough. You are enough. You're perfectly made. There's nothing more that you can do. There's nothing you can change about yourself. Even these filters don't make it better. But, you have to realize that the person that's meant for you will come simply because you're you. When you're the person that you're meant to be, your authentic self, your divine self, that's when what's destined for you comes. So maybe it's just not time yet. Maybe you're not in alignment yet. Maybe this person, your significant person, whatever we're calling it these days, maybe they're the one that needs to heal this as well, okay? Not meant to be loved. What? That's the whole purpose of us being here. God put us on this in this lifetime on this earth to learn how to love and learn how to be loved. And maybe because of our past hurts that we need to walk away from and get rid of, we don't open ourselves up to truly being loved because we truly don't love ourselves, right? So that led me into another place. I am mirroring my person's thoughts. We're having the same issue. We're having the same thoughts, the same subconscious battle, if you will. Not feeling that you're enough, feeling that you failed in the past, so I'm going to be destined to fail again. All of these fears. And I broke one of my own rules, and I did scope out his Facebook, and the post that he made through those days since the first mirrored mine perfectly. So I know we're in this state of mirroring. So as the divine feminine, I know that I have to control the energy, that I'm the one that's going to have to figure out my way through these and transmute that energy of not feeling enough, not feeling worthy. So I go back to affirmations, right? I am safe. I am secure in my sexuality and in my existence. I have confidence. I am fierce. I am powerful. I am love. I am lovable. I am worthy. I speak my truth. I stand in my power. I trust my intuition. And I know that the universe and the higher power that's above me controls my destiny. And I continue to say those until I feel that energy pulling me up, until I feel that I can raise my vibration. That's what transmuting that energy is, right? Taking those sad, defeated type of energies and turning them into power. Pulling yourself up by your bootstraps, pulling yourself out of it, and knowing that you are powerful and that you are destined to be loved and you are lovable. You're always in the right place and where you should be at every time. So focus on some of the things I said if it resonates. Work on yourself. Take this time to breathe and be happy. Everything is going to be okay.